good evening, everyone. Online, is my voice is audible to you? Can you confirm in chat box once, as well as screen? Clear for all of you?
Yes, yes, audible.
So that's great. In last class, what we have discussed? We have discussed about some basic Linux commands, right? So let me recap it one more time for you. So now, I want to create a file. Then what is the command? So what is the command to create a file? So here,
Touch.
yeah, touch is the command to create a file. So touch and then file name. So I want to check whether file was created or not. How we are going to check?
LS, LL.
Less or LL. Anything is fine. Now, I want to create multiple files. So then what is the command? Again, it is going to be the touch and then file names. Now it is going to be cross check like ls or ll. I want to create the series of files. So the command will be the same. Touch series that you want to start. Open braces 1 double dot 10 ls or ll. Now I want to remove a file. I want to remove a file. So then what is the command here?
RM.
rm and then file name. Now I want to add a data inside a file. How you are going to add? So do we have talked about the VIM editor? సో విఐఎం అనే ఒక ఎడిటర్ గురించి డిస్కస్ చేసామా? సో విఐఎం and then file name. So command mode, insert mode, save and quit mode. డిస్కస్ చేసామా వీటి గురించి?
Sir, sorry to say, I don't know Telugu. I'm Maharashtra.
Okay, no issue. So do we have talked about the VIM editor? So Sai Krishna, no, great. So let's say in this class, we are going to start about the VIM editor. Let's say I'm having the file called AWS. Now I want to add the data inside my file. So if you want to add a data inside a file, we are going to use VIM editor. Basically, VIM is going to be the editor. So VIM and then file name. So in the VIM editor, totally we are having 3 modes. In VIM editor, totally we are having 3 modes. One was the command mode. First one was the command mode. So second one was the insert mode. Second one was the insert mode. So the third one is about save and quit. So basically save and quit was the full of, small commands. So basically command mode, insert mode. So the point number 1, by defaultly, when you have opened any file with VIM editor, you are going to be in command mode. Okay, na? You are going to be in command mode. So if you want to shift from command mode to the insert mode, so you need to be press small I. In the laptop, you need to be press small I. Again, if you want to shift from insert mode to the command mode, you need to be press escape. So from command mode to the insert mode, small I. Insert mode to the command mode, escape. Escape button we need to be pressed. For the first key, it is going to the escape, right? We need to press escape button. So clear for all of you? In the VIM editor, totally we are having 3 modes. One was the command mode. One was the insert mode. Okay, now last one is going to be the save and quit mode. So if you want to shift from command mode to the insert mode, it is going to be the small a. If you want to shift from insert mode to the command mode, it is going to be the escape. So we are going to do it lively. See here. So open the Chrome and search for killer coda. So click on the playground. Ubuntu 24.04. So VIM, let's say do we have any files here? No, right? So I'm going to open a file called AWS with VIM editor. It is going to be work or not? Work అవుతుందా? It is going to be work or not? First, do we have any file here like AWS? So VIM.
First, the file should be created and then the vim command should be used, I believe.
Yeah, so it means first we need to create the AWS file, right? So basically what will happen, in the background, first VIM editor will check AWS file was there or not. If it is there, it is going to be open that file. If it is not there, it is going to create a file. VIM AWS. So file was open. So as we can see here in the bottom, you will get the file name. It means you are in the command mode. For the first time, you will get the file name. Later, you are not going to get anything here. Okay, now. So basically, for the first time, when you are seeing a file name here, you are in command mode. So I want to shift from command mode to the insert mode. So then, what I need to do now? I want to shift from command mode to the insert mode. What I need to do? I need to press small I button in my laptop. So then you can see here insert. So when you are seeing the insert option here, you are in insert mode now. So in the insert mode only you are going to add the data. So let's say I'm going to add, hey, this is all about Linux. So totally I have added the data. Now I want to save my data. So if you want to save your data, we are having some commands. So see here, if you want to save the data, the command will be :w. So :w. It is going to be the save. If you want to quit from this VIM editor, if you want to quit from this VIM editor, we are going to use :q. Q is nothing but quit. If you want to save and quit at a time, so the command will be :wq. Save and quit. Or we are having :x. Okay, now? So now see here, I want to save my data. If you want to save your data, what is the command here? :w. Whenever I am giving the :w, it is going to add the data here. Why it is going to add the data? Because you are in the insert mode. When you are in the insert mode, data is going to be insert. So whatever the commands, :w, :q, :x, these all are the commands, right? So these commands should be performed on the command mode. So how you are going to shift from insert mode to the command mode now? How you are going to shift from insert mode to the command?
Escape.
Escape. Great. So totally I have pressed the escape. Now :w. So what will do now? What it will do? :w. It is going to be the save, right? So then save. Done. I want to quit from this editor. So the command will be :Q. It is going to be quit. So totally we have added the data in AWS file. Now I want to check whether my data was added or not. How you are going to check? Cat. What is the command here? Cat. Cat is the command to read the data inside a file. ఒక ఫైల్ లో ఉన్న డేటాని చూడడానికి cat అనే ఒక కమాండ్ యూస్ చేస్తాం. Cat and then file name. So here file name is going to be the AWS. So then hit enter. So totally we are having the data here. Cat, hey, this is all about Linux. So online clear for all of you. So I'm going to repeat one more time for you. So see here in the VIM method, totally we are having 3 modes. Totally how many modes we are having here? 3 modes. What was the command mode? One was the insert mode. So third one was the save and quit mode. So totally we are having 3 modes. One was the command mode. Second one was the insert mode. So the third one was the save and quit mode. So if you want to shift from command mode to the insert mode, small I. Okay, now if you want to shift from insert mode to the command mode, escape we need to be press. Okay, now. So, let's say I'm going to open one more time VIM AWS. So totally it was open. Now, if you want to copy a line, so the command will be bye-bye. Bye-bye is the command to copy a line. So if you want to paste P, so how many times you can press? You can. So P is the command to paste. Now I want to copy 3 lines. So the command will be 3 bye-bye. So if you want to paste P, let's say I want to set a number to this all lines. If you want to set number, so the command will be set number. So ultimately it is going to set the number. Okay, now. So if you want to first again. It is second, yes, yeah. So if you want to copy a line, so the command will be YY. Okay, now if you want to copy 2 lines to YY, we need to press that second, 2 number and then YY. Okay, now. So if you want to paste P, if you want to set numbers to your lines, so the command will be set number. Set number. So whatever the commands YY, 2YY, P, set numbers, you should be in command mode, not in the insert mode. So because when you are in the insert mode, all the data is going to be the insert there. The name itself contains insert, right? It is going to insert the data. So whatever the commands you are performing, you should be in the command mode itself. So only clear for all of you, అర్థమైందా అండి? Only clear for all of you, or else do I need to repeat again?
Sir, we understand.
Now, I want to replace a word. Let's say I'm having the Linux, right? I want to replace this Linux with DevOps. So the command is going to be the set command. What we are having here? Set. Set is used to replace a word. So let's say the syntax will be %s/. So here old name. What we are having? We are having the Linux. So the new name. So that you want to replace. I want to replace with the DevOps, right? So here DevOps name. So ultimately syntax is going to be this percentage S. So here S is nothing but sed slash old name slash new name. That's it. So let us perform. So this all of the commands get. So you should be in the command. So percentage S slash old name. What we are having? We are having the Linux. New name that you want to replace. I want to replace with the DevOps. So then hit enter. Ultimately it was replaced. So clear for all of you about the set command.
Yes, yes, understand.
Right? So then next, after this, I want to save and exit. How you are going to save and exit now?
colon
Sorry?
WQ.
Colon WQ. Great. So totally we have saved and exit. Cat AWS. So we are having the data. Now again VIM AWS. So then hit enter. I want to delete a line. I want to delete a line. So the command will be dd. So dd is going to delete. So totally we have deleted last line. So dd. So see here, from the cursor it is going to delete. Let's say I want to delete last line, dd. If you want to delete 3 lines, 3dd. We need to press the third line and then next 2 times d. Not like this. dd's. No. The number dd.
Okay.
So next. Save and exit. So we can also use the X, right? We can also use the X. Next, after this, we are having, like, do we have discussed about the folders? Creation of folders. These are nothing but the directories. We have discussed about that. Discuss చేసామండి. So mkdir and then folder name, cd and then folder name. So see here, if you want to create a folder in the Linux, if you want to create the folder, so the command will be mkdir. Basically, here folders are called as directories. So the command will be mkdir, nothing but make directory. What we are having here? Make a directory. So mkdir and then directory name like I am giving as test. So totally it was created. So just try to check whether it was created or not, ls. So we are having the test directory. Okay. So I want to create multiple directories. mkdir. So I'm giving as TCS info. So I think we have discussed about this, right? Yeah, we have done this yesterday. Yes. So after this, so see here, basically Linux is going to be the full of commands, guys. Linux is going to be the full of commands. So it is going to cover in entire syllabus. It is going to cover in the entire syllabus. So meanwhile, let me start about the DevOps. So see here, DevOps logo. So in the DevOps logo, wherever phase was starting, DevOps was started on which phase? DevOps was started on which phase? ఇక్కడ స్టార్ట్ అయిందండి. So see here, DevOps was started on plan phase actually. So in the first class, I have said like, do we have any tool to learn for the plan?
No.
For the planning purpose, there is no tool. So after plan, what we are having? We are having the code. But then who will write the code? Development team will write the code. So to save that code, to track that code, what we are going to learn? To save that code, to track that code, what we are going to learn? We are going to learn Git. What we are going to learn? We are going to learn Git. So see here, let me start the Git first. So now Git is nothing but global information tracker. What is it? It is nothing but a global information tracker. So the name itself contains tracker. What it will track? It will track the code. So actually where our code will present on the files. So ultimately Git is going to track the files. So only clear for all of you. Why Git? Git is going to track. So now, before going to start about the Git, we should know about the architecture of Git. So basically, Git architecture, Git workflow, Git stages, all are the same. Git architecture, Git workflow, Git stages, and also Git lifecycle. Git lifecycle. All are the same, guys. So see here, I am going to share one PPT now. I mean nothing but one picture. See here. This is going to be the Git workflow. So this is going to be the Git workflow. So in the Git totally we are having how many stages here? We are having the 3 stages. So the first one was the working directory. So the first one was the working directory. So the second one was the staging area. So the third one was the repository. So totally how many stages we are having here? 3 stages. One was the working directory, staging area, and then repository. So now let us discuss one by one. What is meant by working directory, staging area, as well as repository. So the default stage in the Git was working directory. What is the default stage in the Git? Working directory. So the files that are present in working directory, Git will not track. Git will not track the files that are present in working directory. Now, and also the default stage is going to be the working directory, guys. What is the default stage in Git? It is going to be the working directory. Now, the files that are present in working directory, it will track or not? No, it is not going to be tracked. Now, when it will track means when we add Git to that file. Git to that file. Let's say in the working directory, I am having the AWS file. So AWS file will not track the Git. When it will track when we add Git to that file. It means so the command will be git add and then file name. That's it. It is going to add. So when you add the Git to that file, automatically it will shift from working directory to the staging area. Automatically it is going to shift from working directory to the staging area. So the files that are present in the staging area, it will track. It will track all the files that are present in the staging area. Now I want to send my file from staging area to the repository. So what I need to do? I need to do the commit. Now what is meant by commit? Commit is nothing but save. So online clear for all of you about the Git workflow?
Yes, understand.
Yeah. So let me ask you some questions. What is the default stage in the Git? What is the default stage in the Git?
Working directory.
Working directory. So I want to send my file from working directory to the staging area. What I need to do?
Head.
We need to
Add
add
Git.
it. Yeah, I want to send my file from staging area to the repository. What I need to do?
Commit.
Commit. So now what is meant by commit?
Save.
Commit is nothing but save. Great. So now see here, let us try to do it lively. So again, open the killer coda. Open the killer coda. So here we can practice our Git. Let's say, actually Git is going to be the package management tool. What is it? It's going to be the package management tool. So when you are using such type of tools, first we need to initialize that one. What I need to do? We need to initialize that one. So the command will be git init. What is the command here? Git init. So when you initialize, so guys, this is going to be very, very, very important. Git init. So it was initialized. So when you have initialized the git, one .git folder will get create automatically. One .git folder will get create automatically. So whatever the operations you are doing, so all the operations will save here. When you lose the .git folder, you will lose your entire information. Okay, na? So when you initialize, automatically one .git folder will get create. Whatever the operations you are doing, so all the operations will save on here. When you lose the .git folder, you will lose your entire information. So now, so let me create some files. So basically, we are having the AWS project. I am going to remove rm space hyphen rm star. It is going to remove your files as well as folders all at a time. So then hit enter. It was removed. So totally, I am not having any files. Now I am going to create one file touch and then file name. So totally we have created the AWS file. Also I'm going to create touch Azure. So totally we have created the Azure file. So how many files we are having here? Two files, AWS as well as Azure. So by default, these two files was present on the working directory. Now I want to shift from working directory to the staging area. What I need to do? I need to add the Git to that file, right? So command will be git add AWS. So it was added. Now I want to check whether it was added or not. I want to check whether it was added or not. How you are going to check means, so by using the git status, by using git status. So when you give the git status, automatically you will get two colors. One was the green color, one was the red color. So if you are getting the green color means it was in tracking, and also those file was present on the staging area. So when you are getting the red color means it was in untracking. So it means it was present on the working directory. So online clear for all of you? So if you want to cross check whether your files was tracking or not, means by using the git status only you are going to get. So when you have given the git status, ultimately you will get two colors. One was the green color, one was the red color. So if you are getting the green color means it was in tracking. So all the tracking files was present on the staging area. So if you are getting the red color means it was in untracking. It was in untracking. So untracking files are all present on the working directory. So see here, just try to give the git status. So ultimately for the AWS we are getting the green, for the Azure we are getting the red. So if you are getting the red means it was in untracking. So if you are getting the green means it was in tracking. So online clear for all of you?
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yeah, you can ask.
We have not installed the Git. Today is my day one actually. So on the killer code, we have not installed the Git. So Git is by default automatically installed in the killer code or what?
Basically, the killer code it was going to install automatically. But if you want to install the Git, the command will be apt install git hyphen. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, so if I could add, so does the different platforms have different syntax for the installation of the Git package?
Yeah, actually, when you are using the Ubuntu servers, it is going to be the apt. But whereas if you are using the Amazon Linux, you will be having yum install git hyphen y. So installation part is a different. Only installation part is a different. After git init, git add, git status, all are the same.
All right. So, how do we set up a playground to practice whatever I'm learning here? So, can I just try it out on my local machine, or I can try it out on? Sure, I mean, can I try it out on the online platforms like Coda? Or
Yeah,
how do we go with it?
actually, Killer Code it's going to be the free platform. You can use this.
I guess it just told me 60 minutes in a day.
Yeah, only for the 60 minutes. So actually, we need to practice all this is on the servers. But who will provide me the server? So ultimately, cloud provider is going to provide the server to me. So let's say if you want to create your own server, we need to be have an account on the AWS or Azure. Like if you want to book a phone, we need to be have an account in the Amazon, right? Let's say if you are trying to book a phone in the Amazon, we should have an account in the Amazon first. In the same manner, if you want to create your own server, first you should have an account on the AWS or in the Azure. By using those accounts, we are going to create our own servers. So if you want to create an account, we should have one credit card or debit card, which will charge only 2 rupees. So for this both cards, international transactions must be enabled. So I'm repeating again, only 2 rupees will cut, not more than this. So in
Okay,
a,
and yeah, I'm
so
sorry. I'm sorry for the interruption. When we are starting the Azure cloud,
Azure cloud. So
initially, actually, I'm just joining this course to learn Azure cloud because there's a requirement in my project in a very fast mode. So that's why.
okay. So actually what our plan was, basically we are going to start with the DevOps. Then after learning DevOps, we are going to start the clouds. AWS.
I guess without not knowing about cloud uh, DevOps is quite tricky. Like we don't know like what is network, what is storage, compute, resources, servers, and all.
Yes, yes.
Directly
Yeah,
jumping in the cloud.
yeah.
I guess, as per my experience, you are holding a good experience. You're a faculty after all. But as per my experience, I'm telling like
Actually, we can learn the DevOps tools without the cloud as well, but
okay,
it is going to be the plus to go with the Azure cloud first. Like not only for the Azure, we can go with the AWS cloud as well. But what my flow was, first I will cover the DevOps. Later I am going to implement these DevOps on the AWS cloud. Later Azure cloud. So see here AWS DevOps, Azure DevOps. So here DevOps was the common one. So that's the reason I'm going to cover first DevOps. So if you want to learn the DevOps first, we need to learn the Linux first. So totally Linux is going to be full of comments. Okay, it is going to cover in our entire syllabus. Later, we are going to start with the Git. Why we are going to start with the Git means, so see here, why I'm going to start with the Git only. So we need to follow the DevOps logo first. Okay now, so in the phase one, we are having the plan. For the planning purpose, we are not going to use any tool. Later, what we are having? Code. For the code, we need to learn Git. So we need to follow these phases and we need to learn these accordingly tools. Clear?
Is it possible we can start with Azure?
Yeah,
Like we will start learning cloud first. We will start with Azure and then we can do DevOps. Is it possible?
yeah, it was possible, but there is a one big drawback. What was the drawback means? So actually, when you have created any account on the Azure, it is going to be free for only 1 month. But whereas in AWS, we are going to, I mean, it was free for 1 year. So Azure is most expensive. So that's the reason they are offering only 1 month. But whereas in AWS, it is going to offer free for 1 year. So that's the reason we are going to cover the AWS first. Later, we are going to cover the Azure. If you want to learn the Azure first, no issue. I will provide them. I mean, we are going to start with the Azure as first.
Okay, okay. And how many hours we are spending on the Azure Cloud and Azure DevOps?
How many?
How many hours we are spending on the Azure Cloud infrastructure part?
1 hour. So to complete the Azure cloud, it is going to take 10 days.
Okay. And what about AWS infrastructure part? AWS Cloud.
AWS as well. It is going to be covered in 10 days. But whereas in DevOps, we are going to spend very lot of time. So entire
So for 10 days would be very less time on Azure,
so
right? So probably, are we going to get any real-time scenarios in Azure?
we are going to get. So as I am a real-time Azure DevOps engineer. So actually I am Azure DevOps engineer. Okay, now so whatever the cloud you need for the DevOps, I am going to deliver that. So actually Azure, it is going to be very vast, as you know, right?
Yes, so 10 days would be very less, as I guess. Okay, so I wanted to focus more into Kubernetes. So how many days are you going to cover on that?
So for the Docker as well as Kubernetes, we are going to spend 25 days.
Okay, that's pretty good. Thank you.
So see here, we are taking not the less time here. So it is going to cover a lot of topics here.
Can you please like explain me what is the topic we are covering in the Azure?
Okay, let me
Because
share.
today is my first day. Today only I joined
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
so
I can
I'm not
completely
that much
understand
aware.
your concern.
Yeah, yeah.
See here, this is all about the syllabus. If you want to get the syllabus, so from the admin team, you can get it.
She shared me, but because of my office timing, I was engaged in the meetings and also that is the reason I won't be able to like
So
go
sorry,
through.
who has shared it with you?
She shared with me, like who is the admin. I'm not aware about his or her name. She shared me. I think she or he.
Yeah, we are having this syllabus. So we are going to cover
So
all.
all this topic you are going to cover, and I'm amazed you how you can cover in the 10 days.
I'm sorry.
I'm actually quite amazed. Like these topics, is it possible cover in the 10 days?
Yeah, if you are good with this topic, later only I'm going to move the next topic. So actually,
Are we going to cover any landing zone setup or any migration part of Azure Cloud or something?
migration part
Yes.
from AWS to Azure migration or Azure.
Anything
Yeah,
tenant to tenant, on-prem to cloud, something, anything.
so in the CI/CD pipeline only we are going to migrate.
Okay. So we are going with the AKS as well.
Yeah, AKS.
So, quick question apart from this. So, are you a developer before this or a ops engineer?
No, I'm not having any idea on the development part.
Oh, good, good. So probably I need your help then. Thank you.
So to learn the DevOps, don't want any coding knowledge.
Yeah, I know. But before this, I just wanted to check like couple of the developers has migrated to DevOps engineers. So here usually there are some development knowledge too. So that's the reason I'm checking.
So actually, you are the developer.
No, I'm not a developer. I'm an ops engineer. So I work for Bank of America. So here they are looking for now cloud knowledge. So most probably into Azure.
So after DevOps, all the operational teams has been migrated as DevOps engineer, right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, we are slowly migrating, but not really. So we still have classic environments. So banks they don't get migrated like so soon.
So currently, where you are?
I'm joining from US.
You- So any alternative doubts?
Like we are going on a daily 1 hour, right?
Yeah, daily the session is going to be the 1 hour. So after this 1 hour, we are having 30 minutes of doubt session.
Like 1 and a half session on a daily basis.
Session is going to be the 1.5 hour. So if it is
Okay. So is it possible we can start with the Azure cloud first? So it will be pretty like helpful
yeah,
for me.
possible, so I will cover the Azure first. Later we are going to learn the DevOps. No issue for me. But when you are joining tomorrow, so we need to be create the first account in the
I
Azure.
have I already have an account.
Already have the Azure account.
Yes, one of my friend is trainer, so he is holding a trainer account. So if it isn't required to you as well, I can help you. No worries. I can share the credentials so that everybody we can learn and handshake.
So
No
right.
issues. I don't have issue.
So you are using the premium account, right?
That is not a premium account. It is MCST something account. One of my friend, he is a trainer, Microsoft trainer actually, certified trainer. So Microsoft provided that account. Every month, he's getting I think for 5,000 or 7,000 something. I'm not sure.
5,000 is getting the bill.
I guess 5,000, 6,000 something he is getting on every month.
So it was a premium account. That's right.
Might be. I'm not sure about it. So
So
we
let
are
us see
covering intra ID part as well, I guess, right?
enter ID.
Because see why I'm telling you. 1 month back I was just giving the interviews, and also I'm holding like IT infrastructure experience, and I was working as a Windows server administration. So couple of services which is mentioned in my resume, like intra ID, virtual network, and this virtual storage, Azure storage, and all. So maximum interviews focus is on Azure cloud. I observe I put it around 17, 18 interviews. uh, 80 to 90% interviewers focus on Azure cloud, Terraform for the infrastructure as a code with the Azure, and AKS and Azure CI/CD, along with GitLab Action, some GitLab Action something. So maximum focus are like these things only. So that is the reason I was planning to join somewhere and learn all these things. And recently I joined an organization 5 days back. There was a requirement. They are asking like Azure infrastructure administration part only, and I put in the project. There's a tenant migration project, so I'm working in the tenant migration project. So that is the reason I'm just looking something who just train me within 10 to 15 days and Azure cloud infrastructure. It will be like very helpful for me.
I'm sure actually course is going to be very helpful for you.
Yeah.
So we will start tomorrow from the Azure cloud. No issue. Okay, no?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So what about the others? So clear for all of you? So while coming tomorrow, so just try to pin one credit card which will charge only 2 rupees. I will guide you how to create the accounts on tomorrow. So any alternative doubts now?
So I have a question. So, like, which approach works the best for better and fuller understanding? Like, Git, I mean, the DevOps, the pipeline deployment, followed by Azure knowledge. I mean, Azure in the sense, I mean, multi-platform, any platform knowledge, or which approach would be better for deeper understanding of all the subsystems involved in the operation?
Now first try to go with any cloud. Later implement DevOps on that cloud. Either it is going to be the Azure, either it is going to be the AWS. Anything is
Yes,
fine.
that was I was. I'm sorry. That was how I was telling. Like everybody's teach first cloud because if we implement the infrastructure on that infrastructure, we are implementing the cloud to DevOps tools, right? If we don't configure the server, so how is it possible we can implement multiple tools? Like if you wanted to deploy the Jenkins, if we don't have the virtual server, where I will deploy the Jenkins, right? This
You
is the
can
example.
run
So
DevOps
that is the reason.
cloud as well. Okay. But when you are starting the cloud, okay, so some network configuration related things was there. So some maybe get confused. So that's the reason we used to go with the fast DevOps. We can learn, no issue. But we, okay, hello.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Yes, yes, okay. Yes, I mean, I'm also working on a project which requires an amalgamation of all Ansible, Terraform, Git, and AWS. So I was just trying to figure out the best approach to achieve the outcome for this project. Yes, that was the purport of my question.
So better to go with like first cloud, later tools. Any alternative dots? So okay then. Bye all. Have a nice day, and also we'll connect tomorrow. And
Sure.
also we have to start the Azure cloud tomorrow. Yeah, so yeah,
No, no, I'm done. I'm done.
yeah, that's great. So we'll connect you tomorrow with Azure cloud. We are going to start.